The Silk Road wasn't just a highway for goods, it was a bridge for ideas, innovations, and cultural exchanges that transformed civilizations. The spread of paper, gunpowder, and knowledge reshaped the world in profound ways, laying the foundation for scientific advancements and cultural flourishing. But behind these monumental shifts are fascinating stories that reveal the true power of the Silk Road. Today we'll explore how these exchanges occurred, bringing forth groundbreaking innovations and shaping the history of humanity. First, let's delve into the story of paper, a revolutionary innovation that began in China. In ancient China, the art of papermaking was developed, but it wasn't until paper made its way along the Silk Road that it became a tool of global transformation. As Chinese traders and diplomats brought this precious secret to Central Asia, the Islamic world soon adopted papermaking techniques. It wasn't long before it reached Europe, where it would fuel the Renaissance, enabling the spread of knowledge and ideas on an unprecedented scale. Imagine a world without books, without printed knowledge. This one simple invention sparked a revolution in communication, education, and science. Next, we turn to a technology that literally changed the course of warfare: gunpowder. Invented in China, this explosive material traveled westward via the Silk Road, making its way through Central Asia and the Middle East. By the time it reached Europe, it had already altered the battlefield. No longer were wars fought with traditional weapons. Gunpowder ushered in a new era of firearms, cannons, and artillery. The rise of gunpowder didn't just shift military power, it shifted the balance of empires and led to the creation of powerful armies and fortresses. This game-changing technology traveled along the same routes that merchants and monks traveled, proving that the Silk Road wasn't just about material goods, it was a conduit for the advancement of human progress. Then we have the story of India's numeral system, a gift from the East that would forever change the world of mathematics. It was on the Silk Road that Indian mathematicians first introduced the concept of zero and the decimal system. When these ideas reached the Islamic world, scholars began to refine them, eventually bringing them to Europe during the medieval period. These mathematical principles laid the foundation for modern science and technology. Without zero, calculus, algebra, and even basic arithmetic wouldn't be possible. The exchange of these mathematical ideas was one of the greatest intellectual transfers in history, and it all happened through the vibrant trade networks of the Silk Road. But the Silk Road didn't only spread inventions, it also spread spiritual and cultural beliefs. One of the most fascinating stories from this exchange is that of the Buddhist monk Xuanzang, whose journey to India in the 7th century became legendary. Xuanzang's quest wasn't just for adventure, it was to bring back sacred Buddhist scriptures to China. His journey was long and treacherous, but his determination helped bridge the cultural and religious divide between the East and the West. His story was so inspiring that it became the basis for one of the most beloved novels in Chinese literature, Journey to the West. The famous character of the Monkey King also originates from this novel, where he is one of Xuanzang's 4 loyal companions. The Silk Road carried not only material goods but also the soul of Buddhism, which would influence Chinese art, philosophy, and culture for centuries. Finally, the exchange of artistic styles and techniques along the Silk Road left an indelible mark on the world. As merchants, travelers, and artists crossed borders, they brought with them their artistic traditions, blending them with the unique styles they encountered along the way. One striking example is the fusion of Greco-Roman art with Persian and Central Asian influences, creating vibrant hybrid art forms that reflected the cosmopolitan nature of the Silk Road. These artistic exchanges produce stunning works that continue to be admired for their beauty and craftsmanship, symbolizing the rich cultural tapestry woven by the Silk Road. As we've seen, the Silk Road was a powerful force that shaped the course of history. It was not only a trade route, but also a catalyst for the spread of innovations and ideas that continue to influence our world today. The stories we've shared today are just a glimpse into the vast and interconnected history of the Silk Road. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to to continue exploring the fascinating world of history with us.